So my partner's going to be on top, of course, I'm going to be on bottom. The first thing you need to do, there's many different ways you can grab the lapel during the fight. Okay, so you're going to have to get a lapel. So we're going to use the lapel, and then from there take it back. So sometimes you're fighting and the gi is just like this, and then it's super easy to grab. Sometimes you're fighting and you have, for example, a guard or any other guard, and you can go there and you can grab the lapel and start pulling. So it doesn't matter how you get the lapel, but to use this technique, you're going to have to get the lapel during the fight. And make sure you really grab it and you're pulling, so you know, it'll be much easier, you're going to have more control. Now, what I like to do, I like to go thumb down, I switch my grip. I feel when I go thumb down, it's harder for him to break my grip. If I have this grip here, I feel it's a little bit easier for him to break. Okay? So, if I go thumb down, I feel, it's much harder. So, I recommend you guys to use this, pull the lapel, and then switch. Now, I'm going to step on his hip, and I'm controlling the distance. At the same time I'm pulling the lapel, I'm using my legs to control the distance. So I'm not like stepping on the mat and grabbing the lapel, of course it's going to pass my body. So I'm using my legs, wobbling my legs all the time, pushing him, stepping on his chest, on his head, on his biceps, okay? Always pushing away and pulling, okay? So you guys need to see that I'm pulling the lapel and using my legs to push it. Because if I do that, if I'm pulling and pushing, the position will be tight. If I'm just pushing it, he's gonna move. If I'm just pulling it, he's gonna move. So I need to push and pull at the same time. That's how I get him to get stuck. Okay? And now after I do that, I'm gonna just circle my leg and I'm gonna get the lasso, okay? I'm gonna lasso his lapel, and when I do that, I wanna hide my foot behind his shoulder. Okay? Because if I get the lasso and I just leave my foot here, he's gonna step over and start passing. Of course he's fighting. So I'm controlling the distance, I have a strong grip, I do a little hip escape, so I have a good angle, okay, to lasso his lapel. So I get the lasso, I hide my foot behind his shoulder, now I want to come back, because I want to make him step forward. So when I do a little hip escape, look, I'm going to move him, okay, so I'm making him close his hand and step forward, so it'll be much easier to get the door easier. Because that's my goal, I want to use the lapel to control him, but I also want to use the Lahiva to protect him. Okay? So after I get to the Lahiva, I'm going to switch my grip. So I'm going to hug his leg and switch my grip right here. I adjust, okay? I'm using my hands to control the lapel, not just one hand, but both, okay? Because I want to make sure I have a strong grip. So after I switch the lapel, okay, under his leg, I'm going to move the Lahiva. Look, I move the Lahiva, so I have space to sit up and switch the grip one more time. Okay, always come down, and you see I'm using the lapel to put pressure on his knee. Okay, so if you're on top and you're passing the Lahiva, what do you have to do? You have to turn your knee to the outside, so you're defending the Lahiva, right? But if I'm using the lapel to put pressure on his knee, I'm keeping him with the wrong posture. So that's going to help me to sweep him. Okay, so the lapel is putting pressure on his knee. I'm using my forearm and the lapel. Okay, so after I get this control, it's super hard for him to pass or break my grip, okay, because I have a strong grip, and he can't pass, he's stuck there. I have the lasso on his lapel, okay. Now I'm ready to sweep, okay, so I'm gonna pulse my elbow. I feel it's super hard to just sit up and pulse the elbow. So what I do, I move my elbow first, and then I sit up. I feel it's much easier, okay. If you try to sit up from here, the guy's gonna be pushing you, he's fighting, he's gonna be pushing you. But if you move your elbow first, and then you sit up, it's much easier. Okay? So now, the only thing I need to do is to like connect to stand up. Okay? So I'm gonna move this leg. Okay, look, I kind of like throw my leg, control his leg, and now my knee's gonna swing me. Look, leg is gonna stand up. I'm gonna end up right here. Okay? I'm still holding the lapel, that's very important. Why? Because if I let go, he's gonna sweep me back. I'm gonna kind of like X-guard position, you see my legs over there. If I let go the lapel, he's gonna sit up and sweep me, okay? So it's important to use the sweep and keep holding the lapel, okay? Not just because you want to stay on top, okay? But because using the lapel, you're gonna be able to pass the guard or take the back, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys more techniques that you're gonna have to use this to take the back, okay? But just to show you guys what's gonna happen when you do this, the guy will try to sit up. So I keep holding this lapel, Okay, because if you guys understand the position here, if I'm holding his pants, he will not stand up. Okay, he's gonna stand up if he's able to do a technical stand up, right? But using a lapel, I'm pulling his pants. Okay, so he can't step on the mat. So as long as I keep this grip, he's not gonna stand up. He's gonna try to stand up. I'm holding him there. And it's a good opportunity to start passing to the next step. Okay? Because he has to open up the game, try to sweep me back. So I need to take advantage of that and get a good position. Okay, so I'm sweeping, but the most important is I'm already trying to be one step ahead. I use the sweep to get a better position. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We can pass the guard, but the most important, I want to show you guys how to take the back. Because that's the most important position in the fight. There's no better position to go to the back because this gets you. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys one more time, and then we're gonna do that. Okay.